Days of Our Lives brings back a super couple. Kristian Alfonso and Peter Reckell return as Hope Brady and Beau Brady, a love that refused to die. For decades, Days of Our Lives has been defined by love stories that transcend time, tragedy, and even death itself. But few romances have burned as brightly, or as enduringly, as the iconic love between Hope Williams Brady and Beau Brady. Now, in a moment that fans once believed would never come, the unthinkable has happened. Kristian Alfonso and Peter Reckell are back, together, reviving one of daytime television's most beloved super couples. Their return is not just a casting announcement. It is a resurrection of hope, legacy, and a love story that shaped generations of viewers. When Beau Brady first arrived in Salem in the early 1980s, he was everything a soap opera hero should be: rebellious, dangerous, passionate, and fiercely loyal. Hope Williams, the girl next door with a quiet strength and unwavering moral compass, seemed like his opposite. Yet from the moment their paths crossed, something electric sparked between them. Kristian Alfonso and Peter Reckell brought an authenticity to Beau and Hope that was impossible to fake. Their chemistry wasn't manufactured, it was lived in, raw, and deeply emotional. Fans didn't just watch Beau and Hope fall in love, they felt it. Their story unfolded through motorcycle rides, forbidden romances, kidnappings, presumed deaths, evil villains, and tear-soaked reunions. They survived brainwashing, amnesia, prison sentences, and countless attempts to tear them apart. And still, Beau and Hope always found their way back to each other. They weren't perfect. They fought. They broke each other's hearts. But they loved fiercely, the kind of love that doesn't fade with time, but deepens. When Beau Brady was killed off, the loss felt final, devastating in a way only soaps can deliver. Fans mourned alongside Hope, watching her struggle to survive without the man who had been the anchor of her life. Kristian Alfonso delivered some of the most heartbreaking performances of her career as Hope tried to move forward while carrying a love that refused to let go. Peter Reckell's departure left a void in Salem, one that could never truly be filled. Beau Brady wasn't just a character. He was an era. A symbol of classic days storytelling when love was epic and stakes were sky-high. For years, fans held on to a single belief: Beau Brady could never truly be gone. Behind the scenes, both Kristian Alfonso and Peter Reckell moved on to other projects and chapters in their lives. Kristian stepped away from Days of Our Lives, closing the door on Hope Brady with grace but unmistakable finality. Peter, too, explored new creative paths, always carrying Beau Brady with him as a role that defined his career. Yet fan demand never wavered. Social media campaigns, fan conventions, petitions, and countless interviews made one thing clear: Beau and Hope's story felt unfinished. As Days of Our Lives entered a new era, embracing streaming platforms and bolder storytelling, the show's producers began to look backward, not out of nostalgia alone, but out of respect for the legacy that built Salem. And there, at the heart of it all, was Beau and Hope. When news broke that Kristian Alfonso and Peter Reckell would return together, the reaction was immediate and explosive. Longtime fans erupted with emotion, disbelief, and joy. For many, it felt like a piece of their youth had been restored. This wasn't a brief cameo or a dream sequence. This was a true return, a story-driven resurrection that honors the past while pushing the future forward. Kristian Alfonso once said that Hope Brady lived in her bones. Returning to Salem meant revisiting grief, love, and resilience, all wrapped in a character she had grown alongside for decades. For Peter Reckell, stepping back into Beau Brady's boots meant confronting unfinished business, not just for the character, but for the fans who never stopped believing. Soap operas thrive on the impossible. Death is rarely permanent, love rarely dies, and fate has a way of correcting itself. Beau Brady's return is no exception, but it is handled with emotional weight and respect for the history. Beau doesn't simply walk back into Salem unchanged. He returns marked by time, loss, and sacrifice. His journey back to hope is not easy. It is filled with confusion, disbelief, and overwhelming emotion. Hope, who has spent years learning how to survive without Beau, is forced to confront the impossible truth standing in front of her. The man she buried. The love she never stopped carrying. The future she thought was gone forever. Their reunion is not rushed. It is raw. Quiet moments speak louder than grand gestures. A look. A touch. A shared breath that says everything words cannot. A reunion that redefines super couple. What makes Beau and Hope different from other soap romances is not just their history, it's their emotional maturity. They are no longer reckless young lovers. They are survivors. Kristian Alfonso and Peter Reckell bring that growth into every scene. Their performances reflect years of lived experience, both on and off screen. Bo and Hope reunite not as fairy-tale heroes, but as real people who have endured unimaginable loss. Their love is quieter now, but deeper. And that depth resonates with an audience that has grown up alongside them. Bo Brady's return sends shockwaves through Salem. Old wounds reopen. Long-buried secrets rise to the surface. Relationships are tested as characters grapple with the reality that the past is no longer buried. Hope's family, her friends, and her enemies all must adjust to a world where Bo Brady exists again. Some welcome him with open arms. Others fear what his return means for the fragile balance of Salem. As always, Bo finds himself at the center of danger, mystery, and moral conflict. And Hope, the eternal protector, stands by his side, not as a damsel, but as his equal. In an era where television moves fast and nostalgia is often exploited without substance, Days of Our Lives reminds viewers why legacy characters matter. Bo and Hope are not relics, they are emotional anchors. Their return honors the viewers who have remained loyal for decades. It acknowledges that long-term storytelling still matters. That love stories built over years cannot be replaced by shock value alone. Kristian Alfonso and Peter Reckell's return is a statement. Some love stories are too powerful to end. As Bo and Hope stand together once more, hand in hand, they represent something rare in television: continuity of emotion. Their love has survived time, death, and change. For longtime fans, their return feels like coming home. For new viewers, it is an invitation to understand why this couple became legendary. And for Days of Our Lives, it is proof that the heart of Salem still beats strongest when Hope and Bo Brady are together. Because some super couples aren't just remembered.